Hello, I'm Tom Hodkinson, and I'm still a little bit ill, getting better, but yeah, so that's that little update out of the way. This is part 3 of the Questions with Friends series. I'm not going to do a little title or introduction. I'm just going to literally reel this off because I'm surprisingly I'm in a rush. I never expected to be in a rush. I don't think I've ever been in a rush, but yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on today, and a lot of things I need to do and people I need to see. But anyway, the questions that have been sent to me today are from Mr. Tom Mayhew. You can follow him on Twitter at TomMayhew91. I'm just going to delve right into it. The first question is, best gig you've been to? I'm going to assume that's comedy gig because he does stand-up and I've done 3 shows. So, the best gig I've been to, I don't really get the chance to see much comedy. Up until recently, I used to work almost exclusively on weekends, so that was a bit of a ball ache. And now that I'm not working weekends, I don't seem to have enough money to go out with. So I don't know. It's a bit of a annoying thing. But anyway, the ones I have seen, best gigs. I'm going to make a little confession here. At the age of 23, I'm still a fan of professional wrestling. I really enjoy watching men pretend to fight. So, I suppose one of the best gigs I've ever been to was a stand-up comedy show for Mick Foley, the professional wrestler, also known as Mankind and Cactus Jack and Dude Love. He did a show in Birmingham back in May at the Town Hall, which was compared by Chris Brooker, and the support act was the phenomenal Brendan Burns, and I really enjoyed that one. I think it was more kind of because we were like all wrestling fans. There was a bit of a camaraderie going on. It was like a lot of in jokes, so it felt quite personal. It felt like quite, it felt quite not personal. What am I going for? It felt less open. He was more kind of inclusive. Yeah, we'll use that word, inclusive. It was more inclusive, and I enjoyed that. But in terms of like comedians I've seen that I thought were really good, I've seen Jim Smallman a couple of times, who's brilliant. Billy Kirkwood, I like Billy Kirkwood at the moment. He's very entertaining. Who else? I've seen stuff from like Mickey Flanagan and John Bishop, and yeah, good. But I sort of want to see some more kind of like comedy club based stuff. I need to really get to the Glee Club and to I don't know if John Gliss I don't think John Gliss is open in Birmingham anymore. I think they're trying to open a Just the Tonic. But anyway, I need to get down to certain clubs and nights and see more comedians. Yeah. So I'd say that. I'd say the professional wrestler Mick Foley with Brendan Burns' support was probably the best gig I've been to. Yeah. Number 2, favourite comedy podcast. I don't really listen to any comedy podcasts. Hopefully this is a way, for yourself, Tom, and for other people to kind of like open it up to me and, introduce me to the world of comedy podcasts and show me what I'm missing. I want to get involved. I want to see what it's about. I don't really listen to that many podcasts. I don't really listen to much stuff anyway. I mean, I've got an MP3 player that's barely used at the moment. But yeah, this is my invitation now. Invite me in. But while I'm on the subject of podcasts, and here comes my slimy, self-deprecating plug, Tea Time Talks, the podcast I'm part of, has just started its 2nd series. You can find the first episode over on soundcloud.com/Tea Time Talks. Alternatively, you can go back and listen to our first series and our Christmas EP. Download them, by the way, because there's little bonus tracks hidden around. You can find them over at teatimetalks.bandcamp.com. And they're all absolutely free for you. So enjoy at your own leisure. Yeah, I feel dirty. Let's go move on. Question 3. have you ever fed something to a dog that you shouldn't? Yeah, I have. When I was a kid, I used to have an Old English sheepdog, and my brother thought it'd be very entertaining to feed the dog popping candy. You know, the sweet rocky stuff that you put in your tongue and it just fizzes away. We fed that to our dog, and it drove him mental. It was entertaining at the time, but now I look back, it's sort of animal cruelty to see a dog just going for about 5 minutes solid. But yeah, other than that, it's just stuff like caviar and fine wines and cheese that we usually give our dogs. So yeah, very short, very sweet. Those are the 3 questions out of the way. I don't think I've seen anything from Tom as a reply yet for my 3 questions. I can't remember what the 3 questions were that I sent him. Either way, we are, myself and everyone else that I've spoken to and done this with so far, yeah, we want to open this up, and if you want to send me questions at Thom Hodkinson, Thom because I'm pretentious, be warned that I will send you 3 back, and I am expecting replies and responses and retaliation. You can also send them to MichaelBell86, at SirRobotic. Yes, it is SirRobotic, not SirRobotic. And at TomMayhew91. I'm sure there will be other people that I'll get to do this with in the future. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.